Good morning, traders and investors. My name is Roger Scott, and I'm the Senior Strategist for Wealth Press. Today is Wednesday. It is December 29th. We've got 2 more days, and the year is over. It's about 7:55. The market's going to open up in about an hour and 35 minutes, to be exact with you. Now, before I continue, I have a link for you to a presentation that I did the other day. It's called Turning Point 2022. A lot of people asked me to post a replay link. It's all meat and potatoes. There's no fluff. I'm not going to be talking about my latest Ferraris. It's all about trading, and more trading. I'm going to give you the hottest stock, the hottest sector, the hottest prognosis for 2022, price levels. All of it is in there. You need a paper and a pen for this. Follow the link below. Check it out. Now let's get into today's video. So as you can see here, the market is kind of mixed. The Dow's down 6 points after giving us a nice strong run last few days. The Nasdaq 100 is up a bit. Kind of flat, not really anything going on here. The bond market, the bond market. Now, we've been short the bond market for a while, and it looks like it's finally breaking below our support level right here. Now, if we can go break down this level and go into the 146 level, we'll be in really good shape. So I'm hoping that this descending triangle will pan out and give us more downside towards the 146, 144 level, which is what I'm expecting to happen. Put the call ratio, it's hovering towards the lows, which means the market is getting close to turning a little bit south, but not yet. We're not at the threshold level below 70 just yet. And even when we do get to that level, sometimes it'll take a few days for things to turn around. So things are looking stable right now. In terms of the big report today, we've got international trades in goods and services. That comes out in about 33 minutes. That is going to be the big report for the week. I don't think jobless claims is going to be a big deal tomorrow because the numbers have been really solid. We've been below, 300,000 now on average for as far as I can remember. But international trades in goods and services, this will reflect or point out the bottlenecks in the supply chain and potential inflationary pressure. So and most importantly, whether the O variant is now impacting the supply chain between Europe and America, or between Asia and US. So this is going to be a really important number. It's going to reflect the number for November, which is going to be really good. Excuse me, the number for November. So this is going to be very interesting, and we're going to get to see this in about 32 minutes. Again, it's delayed a little bit. Obviously, we can't have the numbers for December because they're not out. We're still in December. So that's what the market's looking at right now. Now, here is what I need you to pay attention to. Pay attention to the Dow Jones, because Dow Jones is kind of flat right now. It's down barely nothing. But we are near really strong turning points or potential support area right here. Not support, resistance area for the Dow right here. My key is whether or not we're going to go back to the support area. There's 2 ways this will play out. We're going to bounce off hard and come down to the support, or we're going to break through. Based on what I'm seeing from the SPY, things are looking pretty good. They're not looking all that bad right now, and we're already above that level on the SPY. And if you look at momentum levels, they look pretty solid right now. They don't look too bad. If we look at all stocks trading above $2, you will see that we are almost filling that gap. We're right here, and I think the gap will fill, and I think we're going to go past the 50-day moving average on momentum levels. Matter of fact, if you look at long-term momentum levels, we're looking pretty good right here. It looks like we bounced off here, as we've done many times before. Look at that, here. And typically when we bounce off of these levels, the market tends to go higher. This is COVID. Doesn't count really too much. Looking at each individual sector, the heat map, and this is something you need to pay attention to. Again, if you look over a month, look, utilities, real estate, utilities, oil, consumer staples, oil, utilities, very defensive on a month. But if you look at it on a 5-day basis, it still looks defensive. I mean, very defensive. But you've got computers. You've got computers sneaking in here. You've got semiconductors sneaking in here. So things are looking, you got the top 100 stocks sneaking in here. So we're still defensive, but we're starting to get some love out of the QQQ, which is the sector we need to pay attention to. because if this thing turns, it's going to turn on a dime. And right now, as you will see, we're right near the turning point. We've got a nice little ascending triangle going on here. And the question is, are we going to break higher? And I believe we will. I think we're going to test out this high area before breaking down. And right now, there's very little liquidity in the market. And as I said, the bond market's already breaking down a little bit. Volatility is looking lower. So even though most of what we're seeing right now is random trading action, it doesn't look like there's a lot of volatility against us because COVID, this O variant, is not picking up. Speaking of O variant, let me give you some news, and then I'll give you, remember, today's Wednesday. What do I do Wednesday? I'm going to give you my hottest long stock and my hottest short stock. I mean, imagine that. What could be better, right? So France's CAC 40, that's their index, edged to the highest level since February 2020. That's very encouraging. Optimism that the Omicron variant may prove to be milder. Asia has relatively few reported infections, but Japan rate right now is 80%, but booster shots have barely gotten started. That's a problem. So there's a fear of it right now. Virus-related lockdowns, travel restrictions remain the big concern. Most investors have closed out their positions for 2021. Right now, what you're seeing is mostly algorithm and funds playing around with the market. Now, I want to show you my favorite in sectors right now. Let's look at the 11 major sectors. Doesn't want to give us the 11 major sectors. Huh, that's weird. We'll come back to this in a little bit. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's see if we could start bar chart again. It's been giving me trouble all day today. And the day just started. Here we go. There's the charts. All right. Utilities, as you can see here, defensive stocks are going a little bit higher. Consumer staples, I warned you. I warned you this was going to happen. I warned you like 2 months ago that this was going to happen. Look at consumer staples and utilities. Near highs, near highs. I told you. Healthcare is breaking out. I like that. I like the healthcare right now. Technology looks like it's going to fold a little bit. Looks like it's going to break down just a little bit or kind of stay around this level. Don't look for too much upside. Real estate is looking better than expected. Industrial stocks, look at that rally. Basic materials, just like I told you it would. Consumer discretionary, creating a little downtrend as we expected. And communications sector is looking loosey-goosey. The bottom line here, folks, is defensive. This is the most defensive. Utilities, consumer staples. Energies are not looking bad. Financials are not looking bad. Consumer discretionary is looking, it's not looking that great. So right now you got to be very, very, very cautious because we're seeing major sector rotation. Now, as far as my top stock, my top bullish stock, I'm staying defensive right now. Consumer staples, utilities, safety. Home Depot is not exactly the Ferrari dealership. You know what I mean? It's toilet paper, things that people need mostly. I think we're going to see more love out of this stock, and I think it's going to test the highs. Home Depot's looking really, really great. And in case you're in it already, like we are, we have lows right now, and they moved together very, very much. So I'm looking for lows in Home Depot to go higher. Now, if you have Home Depot, or if you're looking to get into Home Depot, I would be buying it right around this level. Put a stop loss right below the 50-day moving average. And profit target would be at about 140, 426, 428 level, right above the high. On the short side, and I think I'm going to take this trade in one of our accounts. This is Zimmed Biomet Holdings. It's a healthcare company, but it looks like they make appliances and prosthetics. They're not in the COVID business. They're in medical supplies, healthcare, trauma, spine, bone. They have nothing to do with COVID. And those stocks aren't doing that great. 1 year return for this stock, negative 13%. 5-year earnings growth, 17%. To me, this looks like a dog. So if I was to sell this stock, I would be selling it right around the current level, and I would be taking profit right around the 115 level, and I would put a stop loss right around the 134 level. And if you're an options trader, I'll even give you an options for this one. I would go to March, and I would look at March at the put skis, and I would look to probably the 125-ish, or the 120. Let's see, we're at 128. Probably look at the 125 or 128, maybe even the 130s. They have some liquidity. So I would be looking somewhere right around this area right here. That's what I would do on this trade. All right, now, folks, before I let you go, I've got something important. Remember, I recorded a training session yesterday. We had 1,300 people there. It was amazing. Now, I'm airing this broadcast again because I want you guys to see it, and I'll share my top picks, my predictions for New Year. You'll see the Fed move that will rattle markets in 2022, how volatility is going to ramp up and what it means for swing traders, a little-known pattern setting up in Russell 2000, and my top picks and predictions. Folks, no fluff. We had 1,300 people there. I got no negative feedback. I mean, it was just really solid. I gave some profit targets. Good stuff. I promise you will love it. Follow the link below this video. Check it out now. And tomorrow, I'm going to give you my top ETF and option pick. So I'm going to give you some goodies tomorrow. Real goodies. I'll talk to you guys later. Follow the link below. Don't miss out. And send me some love letters. The end of the year is coming up. I want to know how I can help you make these videos better, give you more information. Support@marketgeeks.com. Follow the link. Don't miss out. Turning Point 2022. I'm on a roll. Bye, guys. Have a great day. Take care.